I was starting my first year of college. I was going to be going to Chat State for nursing. I had just started my, I wasn't accepted in nursing school yet, but I had just started the classes to be accepted into it. And I was really excited about that. I wanted to be a trauma nurse in the ER. And I really felt like my life was in a good place. I felt like everything was going how I wanted it to go. And so one night I was at my friend's house, and we had been drinking the night before, just kind of hanging out. And the next morning when I woke up, I did not feel good at all. And I was like sick to my stomach and just not feeling good. And I told my friend, I was like, I don't feel good. I feel really sick. And he was like, dude, calm down. You're fine. Like, you only had like 2 beers. You're not even hungover. But I felt like I was. And so I went home, and I was still not feeling good. And I had a pregnancy test in my bathroom, just like an old one. I was just like, I'm just gonna take this just so I can make myself feel better and not know that I'm not pregnant, like reassure myself. And as soon as I took it, it was like 2 pink lines immediately, and I was like, okay, like this is an old test, like this is probably like not accurate. So the first thing I did was have a panic attack, and I was just like in total shock, and I didn't even know what to do. And I was just like, this isn't real life. This is not happening to me. I'm supposed to be going to school to be a nurse. I'm supposed to be doing really good in life. Like, I'm supposed to be, just not pregnant. Like, this wasn't supposed to happen to me. I'm not supposed to ever have kids. Like, that's not my plan. That's not in my plan. And so I didn't tell anyone for a little while. Then one day I was like, I just really need to tell my mom. I just need to tell her, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I need to get somebody to help me with this. And so I was like, even if she disowns me, I just need to at least tell her. And I ended up making an appointment to go have an abortion. And I didn't tell anybody that I was going to go do that. And so I drove down to Atlanta. I ended up leaving. I didn't end up going through with it. And I came back home, and I was just still really depressed. And I didn't tell anybody about that for a long time. I actually had a choices appointment, and I went in, and you have kind of a mini counseling session, before you start your videos and talking and stuff. And I was talking to them, and they were just we were just talking about everything, just talking about stuff. And it always helped me to they were always the people that I could tell stuff to that I didn't want to tell anybody else because I was too embarrassed and ashamed. And they would listen to me, and they would understand, even though I'm like, how are you understanding what I'm talking about right now? But they would act like they were understanding. And they would be giving me advice and talking to me about it. And I think I know one of the reasons that he is still alive is because of choices. Definitely. They saved his life basically. If I was talking to somebody that was in my position, I'll probably start crying again. I would tell them I know it really sucks, and it's really, really hard, and you probably are I know people say this oh, I know how you feel. It's no, you don't know how I feel. You definitely don't. You don't know how that feels until you're in that situation and you're trying to decide between something, and you have a million different people telling you a million different things, and you're feeling so judged, and your family's not talking to you, and all that kind of stuff. And I would tell them find somebody that's going to talk to you, and ask, what can I pray for about this week, and what's your biggest struggle that you're going through this week, and what's something that's been really bothering you lately. And that's how choices was for me. That was what they were for me. It was what's been bothering you this week, or what's been on your mind, or when's your next doctor's appointment. People that were thoroughly excited about you being pregnant, even when you weren't. That's what matters the most, is having people around that are thoroughly excited that you are having a baby, and you're just so miserable about it. It just helps to have people like that. And that's what choices provided for me, was hope and excitement for my baby when I couldn't be excited about it, and counseling, and just, I guess, like they kind of provided him for me because they like talked me through tough situations. So yeah.